Hi guys, so as you're going to find out shortly, this is my first outing creating a YouTube video. It's kind of a necessity because I want to show you what I've made, and that's my second thing. So it's my first outing making my own creation from Lego. I've watched a few videos to get here, not to really get ideas about YouTubing. That's not something that interests me. It's just I'm interested in showing you guys, look, these things. I think some of the guys out there that build, their own creations, they make some amazing things. So a little while ago, I got the Downtown Streetcar. I've been fiddling with it. I've made a couple of alterations, like from other guys on YouTube, what they've shown. So flattening the floor out, so you haven't got that part there. I've motorized it, and I've done bits and pieces with it, but I have chopped it up lately, so maybe I need to put that back together. But we're here today because, as I said, it's my first outing, so I want to show you what I have made so far. So it's not finished, but there wasn't much point in sort of showing you a half finished project. It gives you an idea of like maybe what I'm up to. So what I've created is a 4 carriage, so a 4 rake Clacton Express class 309. So it's in Network Southeast livery. It's 8 studs wide, and I believe the actual scale of it is scale L. So it's not finished. It's still in the developmental stages. There you go. The wheel, like the wheels are falling off, the bogies are coming off. Let's put that back on just so we can keep that looking like it should. So anyway, these turntable parts, they're probably not ideal for trains, but it stems from the fact that when our son, we recarpeted his room, and we realised that actually we had an absolute shed load of Lego. So I decided I would have a look and see what I could do with it. I haven't used all of that Lego on this. I have had to make some purchases along the way. So obviously, if we look at this, I bought a couple of motors. So I've done 2 motors on there because it's already getting quite heavy, but each one of them is hollow in the middle at the minute. And you can see I've used some bricks there, or some plates, bits and pieces that I found I have used. So that's why in there you're going to find different colours. I've got a little bit of the back part of that one coming off. So you're kind of joining me part way through making something. Still got the interiors to do. Again, that's why I've kept it hollow, but as you can see in almost every single one, I don't know if you can see the plates in there, but it's been made so that I can at least run it around the track. So this has run around the track. It works a treat. It's lovely, So the cost of this, so far it's cost me around about £150. However, that's because I brought the powered up battery Bluetooth controls, and it's got 2 motors. So with those included, plus a few bits and pieces like the windows and all of the roof curves and plates that run along the centre there, falling to pieces. Look at that, falling to pieces. I bought a couple of little windows because these trains, they actually in the 60s started out with a wraparound window, but due to safety concerns and vandalism, the windows were expensive to replace. So what they did was they put a pillar in here. So this part here it's an old part, so you don't get too many of those. You can go on Brick Out and you will not find that many of them. So I've got to get hold of another couple there for the rear of the train. So I mean, you can see I've paid particular attention to this particular part of the train. So that's the front. It's not too far. I'm quite happy with it. Not too far what it would look like. Could put a few more bits on there. So we've got that one, and then it's a bit more basic on the back. Like I said, I just wanted something that we could maybe have running and see how it goes. Now you're going to have to excuse me because I'm not a YouTuber. It's a necessity for me to bring something to you to show you what I'm up to. So, you know, let's hope things actually get better. So what I'm intending on doing is, I feel that, you know, this can go somewhere. It's got traction, haha. And I want it to run around my garden. So it's quite a long rake of carriages, but I feel that I've done them to scale quite well. I think the scale of these is better to, you know, suited to a minifigure than you know, maybe these. Height wise, not too bad, not too bad. And a streetcar, to be fair, would be lower, and this does have a flat roof. But you know, you've got 2 seats in there, so they're not gonna make much money, are they, from that? Whereas at least in this, I can, you know, put people side by side almost, at least one side, you know, one in each window. So I'm quite happy with the scale of that. There's a little bit to go along the bottom. There's still a black strip to go along there. That was the if you're going to stay faithful to the if you're going to stay faithful to the Network Southeast livery, then that's what you would do. So what I intend to do in the future, this is more of a, you know, I suppose it's more of an exploration to see if it's worth doing any more. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do, guys. You know, I'm going to sort of start creating my own stuff. I always find that when we've bought Lego in the past for the kids, I end up building it anyway. So, you know, it's one of those things. I've always found it a bit tedious to have to keep going through instruction manuals, but I find it more exciting to kind of, you know, look, this is what I've got to do. You know, can we make it? Can we do this? Can we do that? Is there a part for this? And there are many parts I have found. So I'm not overly novice to Lego, but it's a new world, a new world. Go on Brickout and, you know, you can probably find the piece you need. Brickout's been okay. My experience of that has been fine. Parts, like I said, not a problem. You know, I've only had one bad experience. However, they did redeem themselves quite admirably. So really, did I have a bad experience? Probably not. No, it's fine. Just complaining a bit too much, I guess. What I intend to do is see how it goes, see how you guys react to this, and kind of gauge whether this is worth carrying on. So, you know, my intention is to make a garden railway from Lego, and so this isn't going to be the only sort of train I make, and hopefully the pieces won't fall off like this. But you see, this is where I could cut this out, I could edit it, but I'm not going to edit it. There are ways to do things, and I don't believe making it slick if you're in beginning is the way to go about it. So hopefully I'm going to get much more slicker at like this game and see where we go. But yeah, let me know how you feel about it, and if there is encouraging signs from you guys and you want to see this finished, you want to see it running, and you want to see the plans for the future, then let me know and I will quite happily carry this on. Take care, guys, and I will catch up with you soon.